Hi, I'm Cassandra, the Southeast Asian representative for Project MUSE. And I've recently completed my postgraduate studies in information studies from Nanyang Technological University, and it is my passion to help educational institutions with the effective dissemination of information to its users. So it's my privilege to be sharing with you today more about how to use the Project MUSE platform effectively. So this is actually part two of the session where I would specifically just cover the demonstration of the website and how to use it. Okay, so I will cover how to access to the website, how to search the website effectively, how to download the content, how to cite the content, and some of the useful tips as well as additional features of the MyMUSE library. Okay, so here's the platform. So when you log on to muse.jhu.edu, okay, you arrive at this page, or if you just do a search on Google Project MUSE, you would also land at this landing page. Okay, and at this landing page you will be able to browse what are the interesting books or the trending books available to recent topics, what are the interesting journals that are available in the recent months that are trending or interesting related information. Okay, so you could actually do just browse the books and journals that are interesting and available. Okay, and over here, the first thing that you will need to do is to actually learn how to log in and access to full text content on Project MUSE platform. Okay, so that's what I will be showing you first. Okay, is how to do a login. Okay, you can access and be authenticated via your library website. That's one of the options, and be authenticated through a proxy. Or you can, if your institution has registered their email domain with Project MUSE, then you will be able to access to the MyMUSE platform or full text on MyMUSE platform when you sign in with the username and password. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is actually to sign up for MyMUSE account. Okay, so and it must be using your email domain. So for example, if your institution has registered a domain for MUSE, okay, for example at abcuniversity.edu, then you can use your institutional email address to register and may be able to and will be able to access to the full text available to your institution through this account. Okay, so just take note that you need to be able to put in your institutional email address, not your Gmail or Hotmail or different email address. You need to use your institutional email address. Okay, you need to sign in with your institutional email address, create a password, click on all of this, and then click create my account. And once you click create account, there will be an email sent to your institutional email to verify that and confirm that you are the one that's creating the account and would like to access to Project MUSE. And once you have completed all of this, you will be able to sign in with your username and password, do a login, and be able to do an account. So so this is the account that I have signed up and been given. Okay, so I'll keep my username, I'll keep my password, and then I'll do a login. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to do to be authenticated and access full text content. Otherwise, when you do a search, you'll find that, hey, how come I'm unable to use the to actually get the full text of the content. Okay, so I'll just do a quick search. So Project MUSE actually provides this like Google-like search interface, okay, that you can just do a simple search box, and that's how you can get to the content. Okay, and I'll just do that. I'll just do a search like Asian work culture Asian. So you can either do the simple search box. Okay. It does take a little while to get the search results out. Okay, because there are many results for this search term. Like there's over like so 60,000 articles. Okay, so you can of course also use it over here, like you can filter by content or just title, author name, but I want to search by content, and then you can do an and, or you can do a or you can do a none. Okay, it's up to you. So you can use some of the Boolean operators in over here. So this is one of the ways to do so, and then you can click search. Okay, but how do I, out from all these large huge search results, how am I going to filter down to the content that I want? Okay, so one of the key things that you need to do is actually to click only content that I have access to. So just bear in mind your institution might not subscribe to everything on Project MUSE platform. So if you want to make sure that you are not getting content that you don't have access to, then you just click only content that I have access to, and it will reduce and filter the search results to only those you have full text access to. So you won't end up in a situation where, oh, I want to read this article and I can't read the full text because my institution is not subscribed to it. So that helps, really helps a lot to filter the search results. Okay, and if I'm specifically looking at like, oh, I'm not interested in books, you know, I'm just doing a citation, I want journals, then I'll click journal, then I'll click on articles, specifically articles, like I don't want reviews and stuff like that, then it would reduce my search results by quite a bit. Okay, perhaps like, you know, it's like now left with like 30%. Okay, and out from all of this, you know, I can choose to filter my search or limit my search to, let's say I don't want just by like, oh, okay, maybe this a few particular Asian universities press, perhaps they might publish content that's a bit more related to what I want. So I can choose to filter by the publisher as well. Okay, and by the specific journal, like if you know, like there's this particular journal that's published by this university that's really good for the content that you want, you can do so as well. And then you can filter, limit by the author. Sometimes there's a specific author that you are following. You can also filter to, you know, the information that they publish, only for papers that they publish. And of course, I might want to filter it by language because I just want to do my search in English. And something that I find that's really useful is to filter by research area. So like I don't really want content related to literature. You know, I would probably be looking more at, for example, maybe social science, political science, international relations. Maybe that's what I want to look at, or I just want to specifically focus on area and ethnic studies, and that would filter down my search results by a lot. You know, so I can get a better search results from filtering my search. Okay, so look, I'm left with, you know, quite a few over here. Okay, so yeah, that's the first step. You know, it's probably how to do your search. So search, one of the key things. The next thing I want to do is, of course, to download. So there are a few options here, like, you know, I want to read it in full text, I can do that. I want to download it into PDF, I can do that as well. And or I can click save. So one feature of the MyMUSE account is that you can click save and the article actually goes into the MyMUSE account. Okay, so if I just want to click save, oh, okay, this is interesting, you know, I want to click save. You know, I can save a few of the articles and read it later rather than trying to read title by title or article by article. You know, to get a good list of titles or a good list of articles. I might just want to save them because it's much faster and then read it in detail later on. Okay, so, oh, this is interesting, I'll just save it, you know. So I'll save a few articles, and it includes open access articles as well. So if there's any open access articles, you will be able to get that in your search results as well. Okay, so that's good. And just before I leave off this page, you can sort by relevance, or you can sort, you know, I want the latest content available. Like this is like from 2007, maybe I find it's not relevant. I can click newest first, and there will be a lot of the content that is, from 2022, that I find that would be relevant to what I'm searching for. Okay, so yeah, so like this article is quite interesting, and then I can save some of these articles on work culture in Asia. And like I mentioned, Project Muse has quite a lot of Asian centric content as well. So you do get very good content um, for Asian studies as well. Okay. Yeah, so that's how to actually download content. I will show you how to do a citation. So okay, I find this article quite interesting, maybe about Chinese culture. Okay, so if I'm going to click into the article, I can actually view citation, which is what I'm going to do. And then I can copy and paste the whichever format of citation that I want, copy and paste to another copy and paste this to another like Word document to actually save my citations. That's one of the options. Okay, at this page I'm also going to show you two features. One is that you can actually recommend. So if this is for example, an ebook, and then you would like to recommend to your library, you can do so. Or if you like to recommend to send it to yourself to keep records of the article, or if you like to recommend to a student or a faculty member, you can do so using this chat box and then click send. They will get an email with a link to this particular article. Okay, just bear in mind that they have to be authenticated to access to the full text, but if not, then they will still be able to come to this article, but they will not be able to read the full text. Okay. And then of course you can share it if you are a faculty member and you are using social media to engage your students. You can share it on Facebook and Twitter, as well as there's other options to do so, to share this article. Okay, so that's how you share the article and how you do a citation for the article. I'm now going to jump on to another web browser to show you some of the benefits of using MyMUSE account, which would help you to search more effectively. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Okay. You should see another new page. Okay, so if you have created a MyMUSE account, okay, and you have signed in using your MyMUSE account, when you click on the top right here, which would show who are you authenticated as. Okay, so for example, this is me, Cassandra, then you'll show here like Cassandra. Okay, and when you click on this, you actually they will show you features of the MyMUSE library account, which is what I'm seeing over here. Okay, so of course there are user settings, account. I will just touch on the main points. Okay, so the benefits of using MyMUSE account is that you can cite items. That's one of the key benefits that I think is really great. Okay, so just now remember I mentioned about saving the article. So you can save the articles, just click saved, and then it will show all the saved articles in your MyMUSE library, your personal MyMUSE library. That is not, that's just for you, your account. Okay, and then you can choose to actually view your articles from here instead of trying to do so article by article at the search page. You might just want to complete your search and then save all the articles that you find is relevant, and then come and view and download here article by article to see, okay, if I want to use this for my research or not. Okay, that's one of the benefits. Then the other benefit is you can even cite the items. So I'll just click cite library items. Okay, this is one of the features. So I can click cite library items, and then I'll click like these 3 articles that I find, hey, it's going to be very relevant to my research, and I'm going to export them to RefWorks or EndNote. This is something that I can do, but of course for a more basic user who doesn't use RefWorks or EndNote, what you can do is that you can select. So for example, I want to use APA citation, And you can click save a copy. If you click save a copy, it would save to like TXT format. What I would normally do is I'll click print, and it comes out with this nice um, um, like print box, that will give you the italics and the nice format of the APA, and then I will copy and paste from there. Okay, so that's what you can actually do. You won't be able to see the screen that I'm sharing after I click print, but basically it comes out in a very nicely formatted way that you can copy and paste to your Word document. Okay, and if you prefer, you can actually just drop an email. Okay, so you can just click email, put in your own email address, and then it would be sent to your email address. Okay, with all the citations that you require. That's one of the features that I think would definitely help you to save time when doing your citations. Another interesting feature about having MyMUSE account is that, so if you authenticate through your library portal, just take note that you should register and sign in your MyMUSE account, and you can use all of these features. Okay, basically it would help to save my search terms, so whatever that I've searched earlier. So if you are doing like a systematic review, or if you trying to cover a few topic areas of your research, then Project MUSE actually helps you to save whatever that you have covered, the search terms that you have covered, which is very important when you are trying to cover a wider range, or you are working on specific project, that you need to track your searches. Okay, and if you find some that are irrelevant, you can actually even delete them, like these are duplicates, so that you maintain a very clean records of your search terms. You can choose to do so as well. So this is quite an interesting feature, that it has search history. Okay, and lastly, I would like to show you is the benefit of having the MyMUSE account is that you can have new alerts. So for example, if I want like new titles, any new titles that come in, please do alert me, and this is what I'll be able to view here. You can also choose to have it sent to you, depending whether you want it by day or week or month. There's all this like alerts can be done. So it's new titles, or if you want a specific journal that you want to put on alert, like any new articles from the journal to notify you, you can do that. Or a specific discipline or a specific publisher, whenever they publish new content you want to be alerted, you can choose to do this settings. Okay, you click on edit alerts, that's where you can add in and customize your alerts. So these are the titles that I have selected. Any new journals, it will come up, populate over here. And I would like to specifically look for content relating to this discipline, so I can set this according to my preferences, and then whenever there are new articles relating to these topic areas, it will appear here, and I can always come back to my MUSE alerts to check them. Okay, so yeah, this is another quite good and interesting feature to keep you engaged in the content that's published on Project MUSE. So before I leave this online training session, there are a few more things that I will just show you as a quick tips. So I've kind of covered how to access, search, download site, and what are the benefits of using the MyMUSE platform, which is the content alerts, the search history, the citation download, and being able to save articles to the MyMUSE library, articles that I can come back and read later. So those are what I have covered in this session. But before I leave you, I'll just like to point you to, you scroll all the way down on the website. There are some very, very good information that you can have here. So one of the very common questions I get is, oh, how do I access open access articles on Project MUSE platform? So you can actually click on what's on MUSE, open access over here, and they will tell you, you know, what's the open access books or journals that are available on this platform to do a search. Okay, so that's one. So it does help the scholarly community as well. So if your institution does not subscribe to everything on Project MUSE, there are some open access information that's made available on this platform for you to do your search as well. Another interesting thing would be MUSE in Focus. So it's curated content, curated MyMUSE content, or sorry, curated MUSE content, you know, and specific. So for example, on climate change, then if you click on this, there will be a lot of articles relating to climate change, attack on democracy. So some of the key issues that are in this area, MUSE in Focus actually covers those content. Okay, it's really, really good. This is how you explore open access content on the MyMUSE platform. What are the open access books, you know, what are the open access journals, you know. So there's books wise, I think it's more than 2,000 over open access books. Okay. Yeah, and back to this web page right at the end, there are two things that are really good. One is for instructors. There's a lot of information that can be used for the instructors. And there is also some that you can use for if you are just an end user, like a student, a graduate, or a postgraduate. Okay, so for instructors, they cover what are the online teaching and resources. So you feel free to go in here and also like specific content that's related to a course and research. You know, they kind of help you map some of this content that's related to your research topic or for teaching. So please go into this, have a look at them. One that I find particularly useful, this one, you can search by topic. So they have like video subject guides available and relating to these topics. Okay. And then for individual users, graduates, postgraduate students, they have you know, interesting things about what's the benefit, how do I make full use of my MyMUSE account. Okay, so you could go into this to check as well, okay, to make use of the information. Last but not least, how do you get help just in case you have some technical problems, you've logged in to your MyMUSE account, you can't access, you're not sure. Of course, you can approach your librarian to assist you, your librarian for your institution to assist you. But if it is a technical issue that is specifically related, like a broken link on the platform, feel free to go on to technical help, okay, and then you can actually report the issue that you are facing. Okay, so if you give them the full information, like what's your web browser, what type of internet connection you're using, experience, are you using a proxy server, like what problems that you're experiencing, which page that you visited, Project MUSE can help to investigate what is the technical issue that you are facing, and they will refer to you. Okay, so yeah, I think with that I've kind of covered and come to the end of what I would like to share with you during this session. Happy to share more in future sessions, but I hope this is enough for you now. I will leave you my email. Let me just toggle down to share a screenshot of my email. And you can email me if you have any questions. Okay, just give me a second while I toggle over to So here's my email. If you have any questions about the Project MUSE platform, feel free to contact me. If not, please reach out to the technical help desk or your librarian if you have any further questions. Thank you very much for your time, and do take care.